Hey, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to my cancerous channel. And so today I guess I'm going to be doing another story time. I haven't done that in a while. I think I've done a couple when I first started my channel, but that's about it. And now I've kind of been thinking of doing a couple of others. So now it's my time in Florida. As some of my friends know, who are probably not watching this video because of how cancerous it is, and they're probably already dead 6 feet under in my backyard, even though I live in an apartment, don't judge my logic. I don't even know what I'm trying to go with here, but in case none of y'all know, I've been to Florida over the summer. It was really nice there. And so, what I'm going to be talking about is one of the things that actually has happened there. So, what we were doing is a couple of dudes rented a house. I'm not going to say their names. Let's use one name as, I don't know, Jacob for some reason, and the second one's Hitler. And trust me, it's gonna be a good reason. It's gonna make sense in a while. So, Jacob and Hitler, we all rented a house, and we were gonna stay there for like a month, right? Because it was Florida, we were visiting, it was really fun. A friend just invited us there, and we're like, you know what, why not? Let's go. And so we went. There were a couple of other people there. I'm not going to be naming any names, or anyone's true names. And so what we were doing one night, okay, let me just start getting to the actual point here. So, keep in mind, by the way, I'm hydrophobic, meaning I'm afraid of water. Don't judge me. And so, what we were doing is we were playing the rich man's roulette. We made it up. Basically what it is, it's like the Russian roulette, except what you do is grab a dollar and burn it, like blow it out and pass it on and get them to burn it. So some filthily rich person there, I'm not going to say his name. Wow, I really should stop saying that. I really just should start giving people fake names. I don't know. Let's call this guy, I don't know, Bob, because I'm a creative. So Bob was extremely rich, and so he gets into a group of the four of us, and he's like, "Hey, I got an idea. How about let's just play Rich Man's Roulette?" And I'm like, and we're all like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Okay, so what we do is we grab a dollar, we burn it, we blow it out, and pass it around, and basically get people to do the worst things we can." So it's basically like Truth or Dare, but like people would tell the person to do, except without the truth part and just the dare, and we all tell the dude what to do. So what happens is some douchebag there, Joseph, he burns like half the dollar off, then blows it out, and then he passes it on to Hitler, and then Hitler passes it on, well, burns it a bit, then passes it on, and until we were left with like, I don't know, half a millimeter worth of dollar. And then it comes to me. I didn't think I was going to do it, but since I really don't care about burning myself, so I just burned a little bit, blew it out, passed it back to Joseph. And so what he did is he just couldn't do it. So what we got him to do is we got him to put a dress on and stay out in the middle of the traffic just dancing, and like we would just record him. So what we did is, this was at like 3 a.m., so of course cars were passing by, and one car actually stopped him. It was just hilarious. It's like, it didn't stop him, it just pulled up and just started asking them questions and whatever, and he took it alright. I mean, he was alright and whatever. Then he just drove off. I don't even know why the guy even stopped, but it was kind of funny, because why not, like. And then we decided to do it again, and in order to not play, some guy had to sacrifice a full dollar. At least. And so everyone's like, you know what, whatever, let's just do this. And so we're passing it around, and since I was extremely tired, because I haven't slept for a day and a half there, and if you all don't know, I don't really sleep too much, but I haven't slept in a day and a half, and that was enough for me to, like, you know what? No, man, I need some sleep. I need some coffee at least. So what happens then is we're just doing this whole thing around, and it comes to me. We have extremely tiny piece left, like no more than 2 millimeters, maybe less. Maybe like half a millimeter left, I don't know. And so what I do is I put it at the edge of my finger, like, I light it up, I put it at the edge of my finger, like, right on the tip, and then I blow it as hard as I can, and I'm like, oh, crap. And so what they told me to do is, well, basically what was there is there was a pool. Well, it was a pool, but, like, only the deep part was filled in, and the water was green, and inside there were, like, I don't know, like, snakes and whatever, and cockroaches and frogs and whatnot. And so what we were doing is, so some guy's like, okay, you know what, dude, we know you're scared of water, we know you hate it, we know you've had past experiences with it, so this is what we're gonna do. If you sacrifice a frog into the fire, we won't make you do it. And I'm like, oh, really? Yay. So I go out to find a frog. Some dude finds a frog. He takes it. He's like, dude, I got you. He brings it to the fire, burns it, well, breaks its legs and burns it, and then they're like, no, he has to do it. And I was over there. They gave me like 5 minutes. And I was over there 5 minutes digging like a homeless person in the trash can on a Friday night just to find a frog to save my ass from getting into that water. Then what happens afterwards is something a little bit more awkward. I didn't find it, and they're like, you know what, we're not going to make you do it. 3 seconds later, well, Hitler drags me down there, and then he's like, dude, retrieve the 2 bricks. And so one of the bricks was almost right on the edge, and back then, now that I'm thinking back, I'm like, crap, why didn't I just go get them before they, well, I do not want to spoiler alert anyone, but not want to spoil anything, but so what happens next is, wow, I suck at storytelling. So, basically what we were doing is they were flashing lights, like, in the pool, so that way I would get it, and then there was a brick, like, all I had to do is step in, like, 1 step and take 1 out, and that would be already halfway done. But no, me and my pussy ass had to stay out on the edge and just be like, nuh-uh, I'm not going in there. Dude, you're kidding me, right? I'm not going in there. And keep in mind, there's like, you couldn't see half an inch into the water, like, and keep in mind, there were like snakes there, like not poisonous or anything, but if you step on them, they're gonna bite your ass. So what happens is some guy grabs a giant pole, he pushes it deep, hold on. Yeah, he pushes it like a bit deeper, and I'm like, no, dude, and then Hitler there is like, hey, turn off the lights. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Now, I know I was a little pussy, and I kind of deserved it, because, of course, people would be tired of holding the lights, and they're like, dude, you've had your chance, no more lights, no nothing. And then, as I was about to get into the pool, like, Hitler, behind me, drop kicks me into the water. He just drop kicks me, and then I fly face first straight into the deep, and I scrawl out while he just Sparta kicks me back in. And now I'm over there standing like, hey, dude, what the hell are you doing? And then, like, I couldn't even think. I couldn't do anything. And I'm just standing there like, oh, crap, what do I do? What do I do? And so, like, they're like, dude, just get the bricks. That's all you do. You don't have to stand in the dress dancing. And I'm just there thinking, like, I'd rather do that instead. And I use the word "and" a lot in this video. Why? What's wrong with my life? So what I do then is I'm just standing there frozen, like I couldn't do anything. It's hard to explain. It's like it's almost like a sleep paralysis. You're paralyzed and like you just couldn't move. Like you want to, but like you can't, sort of thing. And that was like the deal that was going on there. And then I'm like, you know what? Screw it. And so I like move half a centimeter. While people are like, you know what? Just to speed him up, throw cockroaches in there. And so what they did is they found cockroaches and threw it in the pool with me. And I'm just standing there like, you know what, screw it. And I just start finally kind of barely walking, with touching everything with my leg. I felt something slime over it. It was a snake, I think, because of how long and wet it was. It was almost like a wet cock slap, not that I know what it feels like. So, oh my god, what am I doing with my life? So then what I do afterwards is I finally find 1 brick. And I'm like, you know what? I can do this. I can do this. So what I do is I reach into the water fast, pick it up, and I didn't even realize how hard I threw it. I threw it so hard I smashed it against the side of the pool, like the side of it, like the brick just smashed into a bunch of pieces, and people are like, dude, chillax, you're just retrieving bricks. And then what was his name? Joseph. Not his real name, by the way. Is like, dude, just hurry up. It's alright. Nothing's gonna do anything. And I'm like, you don't understand, man. You don't understand. No one understands. No one will ever understand. I will die alone. So then, I'm just walking around the pool for another no wait. I was just about to say half hour, but no, I was walking in there for an hour and a half, having cockroaches and frogs thrown at me, while I'm just standing there frozen. People are like, dude, just hurry up, just hurry up. And that's when I finally decide, you know what, screw it, I'm out. And then I finally start walking around the pool a little bit, close to the edges, outside. And then I hold on to the edges, right? So that way I wouldn't fall in. And I was doing pretty well. I have a really good grip. I have a gorilla's grip. I just really have a good grip. So I'm holding on to the sides. And Hitler here decides to be the dumbass. And he goes ahead and steps right on my hand. He was wearing, steel-toed boots. And he steps right on my hand. And, of course, I just jerk my hand away, fall into the water. I'm already neck deep, and, you know what, I can't do this. I get up, I finally just get to the center where I find the brick, and next to it was, I don't know, a frog or a snake or something. And so I just pick it up, throw it again, this time not as hard, and as I get out, I feel sharp pain in the back of my ankle. And then, everyone over there is freaking out, and that's when I'm standing there dude, what the hell did you expect would happen? And then we get the snake off. It was a snake. It wasn't poisonous. So, while we got the snake off and whatever, I just go get that patched up, healed, not healed, but put some bandages on, whatever. And then Hitler there comes up to me, and he asks me, are you okay? And I was ready to punch this guy in the nuts while shoving needles into his eyeballs. I was legit ready to do that. The only thing that stopped me is I did not know where to find the needles. But yeah, that was just one of the story times where I've basically almost been murdered in the water. This is my Florida Storytime videos. If you guys liked it, if I receive at least 3 likes on this video, I'm not asking for too much, but if I receive 3 likes, I will make another video talking about Florida and other crazy stories that have happened in Florida and other parts of my life. But if you guys really enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, and if you extremely enjoyed this video, you all know that big red shiny button a little bit lower, right? And also, if you guys feel like it, just if you feel like it, I'm not forcing anyone, do it or I'll kill you. I know exactly where you live. You don't have to do this, but also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and thank you guys for watching this video. Hope to see you guys in another video. Peace out!